Philadelphia Eagles. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
We got this.
A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Wentz now on first down. Caught by the tight end Ertz. No gain there on the completion. Second and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. Hits his target, it's Taylor Gabriel. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down.
Hey, Charlie.
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. This is caught by Jackson. 23 yards on the play.
Here we go.
How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory, down at the 33. They run on first down as they get about 3. Second and 7 forthcoming. Devon Godchaux up to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Got 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Great 57. Get him. Two draw Corker.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. They got to get to the 23 here on third.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Let's go, great. 82. Hey, orbit.
55, my God, 55.
Now Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth. And he's had great protection back there to throw, really been able to survey from the pocket.
That means the jersey stays clean, so the dry cleaning bill, that's reduced. It also means the trainer doesn't have to deal with him because he's not getting hit. Also means that he's able to find targets downfield at his leisure. That allows him to be really accurate.
And Elliott puts this one through. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
All day, baby, all day.
Here we go. Set. 60 out, Lord. Mike. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brandon Graham in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. He'll look to throw. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Let's go. Henry. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Tackles. Let it go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he finds Parker here, complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Your trip is here.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Go.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
I'm trying to collect.
And Down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. He was looking to get it to Parker again.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They'll look to throw again. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 3 yards is the gain that time. Second and goal.
Maximum effort, partner. Minimal gain.
Yeah, minimal gain. Looked good, though. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal.
Here we go.
Second and 3. That is caught by Williams. Touchdown, Miami. Preston Williams with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Keep playing hard.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
On second down, Gabriel. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Done. Waiting. Go.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
On third down, Gabriel. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. A big run there, 29 yards in the first.
Let's go.
They only needed a couple, but the blocking was good, and, of course, you can't tamp him down when he gets past that line of scrimmage.
No, and guess what? Not only were they physical at the point of attack, they executed so well. That's what you have to do in short yardage situations. Everyone has to be in the right spot, taking on a defender to give him the chance that they did, and he took full advantage of it.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 25-yard line. Working from the gun, Wentz. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Pilot, 64. Wait. Switch. Done.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, Gabriel. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first, this one from 38. The kick by Elliott is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
I don't think you got it, son.
They'll look to throw. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick-6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year two, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
You don't know no better.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Man.
After the pick-6, they go right back to the air. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position. And
the pressure gets to him again. Marcus Golden, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Looking and finding Allen Hurns. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Here's Jackson. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Meanwhile, checking in on what's going on in Baltimore. And the 49ers are out to the early lead. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Black.
On 1st down, Gabriel, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL.
Shorty. Come on now. Come on now. Let's go.
Right there.
Stay
with your man.
Oh, good footwork on the spin. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Going deep here for Parker. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will shrink to 6. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Come on, fellas.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And an alley to run. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Right back to Sanders on first down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Yeah, baby! Yeah!
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
120! Lefty, lefty.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Kill, kill.
Check right, check right.
5, 5.
Let's go.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And this is Ertz with it, right side. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's now 10 of 10 throwing the ball here to start the game.
Shift.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. And a completion to Wilson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Let's go, baby.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Hearns brings it in. Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. This quarterback now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Going for it all. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Allen Hurns in the final seconds of the first half. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT.
We've been together a few years, and you know that I really ride the wave of old momentum, don't I?
Yes, you do.
There is a heck of a difference between being down 6 and possibly being up 1. And right now, they've got that opportunity.
No doubt. That is a big-time score and a big-time swing in momentum. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go! Let's go!
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall,
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Fletcher Cox in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
You.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Wilson's got it complete. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Wilson now in his 2nd season in Miami. First 4 years were in Kansas City. He's always been a solid complementary receiver, but Miami really hoping he can take the next step in his development, be more of a go-to guy now at 27 years of age. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
when teams have a tough time running the ball as this one has throughout this game, it's so easy to just say, forget it, let's throw the football. But that's exactly why you stay with the running game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. This may be one of the best stretches of defensive football that I've seen. I don't know about you, 5 sacks last week, now 3 here in this affair.
I would agree with that, and I've enjoyed watching the skill that's gone into it. You can see the intelligence behind it as well. He's watched tape, and he's setting people up, but relentless. That's the one word that keeps coming to mind. He does not want to be denied at getting to the quarterback.
And they're not denying him. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. He was looking for Parker that time. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
Here we go, here we go. Quick the edge, quick the edge. Come, come.
Hey, Bush.
Check, 55 to Mike. Hey, man, watch the group.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Go. 180!
55.
You ain't doing nothing.
Kill.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Throwing on second down. Wentz. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Three buzz.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Allen Hurns. His second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Tyson. 4-5-7. Bravo.
To throw again on second down. Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Here we go.
Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Gabriel. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
We taking wins home.
Sunday.
Mike, 55.
Hey, Delta.
55, Mike.
From midfield, here's Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Jim.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed.
Trey 15.
2nd down and goal. Wentz escaping the pressure right to the goal line, but it's incomplete. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
6-5-7. Mike. Hey, my 7. Get the ball. Right. Here,
Wentz now on 3rd and goal. Steps away to his left. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Back now in Miami, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop.
This is taken in. It's complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Fighting to stay upright, and he completes it to Wilson. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you've got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Looking to throw. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. The kickoff unit is out on the field. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Check right. Watching your front.
From the 29, Wentz, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 6 there on first. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Looking for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And it's 3rd down. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
You ready? You ready?
Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
There we go, Pac-Man. 180! Straight 15, straight 15!
I can't believe they even let you play. Check!
They kill, they force-toe kill.
Wentz now on 1st down. He's going to take a shot to the end. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys are back within a single score. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone. but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
Let's put that team on the bus.
They'll try and run it up the middle, but he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Eluding the pressure right. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Flush to his right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Abram, the rookie from Mississippi State. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
80 weapons.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he'll go down at the 28. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
He's back to throw, and he connects with Ertz. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. An Eagle first down there. Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. That one looks like he'll fall here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll drop to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Mills. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and making an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases.
Hey, team six. Team six.
One final try now for Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see